Hello there, Pokemon fans. Welcome to another PlaySkape Games video. And today, it's Meme Monday, but that doesn't mean that this meme is a dream. No, no, no. This is actually quite a powerful deck. We're looking today at Sandaconda V. So, Sandaconda V is another one of these new cards from Rebel Clash. We're playing lots of new decks recently, and we wanted to try another new archetype. And this one has a lot of power. So the main thing we want this card for is the Sand Breath attack. 220 damage for only 3 energies. You may say that fighting doesn't really have a way to accelerate energy, and it didn't used to before the brand new Coalossal came out. It was quite strange that we got this card, because in Japan's Charizard VMAX deck, it was part of that, and we didn't get the Charizard VMAX, but we got Coalossal. But I'm happy that we did, because we can play Sandaconda now. It's very similar to the old Vikavolt from Guardians Rising, where it just powers, Guardians Rising, Burning Shadows, one of those sets. It powers itself up, or anything else with the tar generator, but instead of the deck, it comes from the discard pile, so you can just keep reusing it over and over and over again. Don't have to worry about energy recyclers or any of that jank, so it's a much more like consistent, like late game version of Vikavolt. So yeah, it's got you have to use rare candies, obviously, to evolve it. We don't run the stage 1 just for consistency reasons. And also Sandaconda has a Sand Eater attack, so it can power itself up. If you go second, you can use Sand Eater, and then it's ready to attack on its own, even without Coalossal, which is quite nice. We use 1 copy of Ninetales because we have 3 fire energies in the deck to use from Coalossal's effect, and Ninetales can be a really nice like late game finisher, or even like when they're not expecting it, you can just quick ball for it and then copy Zacian V's attack and just do 230 backs and bam, like smack straight away. In case you don't have any damage modifiers, or they put like a big charm or something on their Pokemon. And 180 damage with the flamethrower is not too bad either if you've got to hit for something for grass weakness perhaps. And yeah, it runs the Super Scoop Up package with Mewtwo and Oranguru. You use the new Super Scoop Up Net card to use Mind Report, pick it up back, and reuse the effect. Scoop Up Net's probably the best card overall from the Rebel Clash set, I would say. And yeah, just ordinary other bits. Martial Arts Dojo. You can do a lot. You can go up to like 270, 280 damage with when you're behind on prizes. We've got like the Anti-Prism as well. So it may be Meme Monday, but this deck seems very powerful. So we're going to have a game with it. See how it goes. Okay, so let's check out the game. Let's go for a game. Save. One game with Sandaconda. So if you're watching this on YouTube, remember, that we are live on Twitch most nights nowadays during lockdown. PlaySkape, twitch.tv/PlaySkape Games. Check out all the live action there. We might do some more themed nights, but for now, Monday will always be Meme Monday, because it's the day after the tournaments, like on the weekends, and it's probably a good time to play more roguey type things. So you always want to go first with most stage 2 decks as usual. So he's got Sableye Sleeves. Is he playing the new Sableye Appleton deck? I'm not sure. Let's see what he's got. So that is an alright start. In fact, that's quite good actually, because we can use Pokecon to put the Dedenne back in the deck, get Roly-Coly, attach an energy, and pass. That's all that we need to do. That is a good start still. I just also love the full art on this card. Absolutely beautiful. The full arts from Rebel Clash and Sword and Shield, they just really stepped up their game. They're so much better than those old full art GXs. Wow, Rox coughing. So maybe some kind of Roxy spread deck with Sableye. Seems reasonable. So yeah, this goes back in the deck. Let's make sure we get our Roly-Coly. So we've got 1 prize, but that's fine. Most of the other good cards seem to still be in the deck. 4 candies, very important. Yep, seems good. No really bad prizing just yet. Attach to the active. Yep, seems reasonable. And pass it. We don't need to put our dojo down until we're starting ready to attack. In case they play Chaotic Swell, we want to use the first dojo to remove the swell, so then the following turn we can get the damage bonus. if they don't play another one. So yeah, Darkness Energy, that pretty much confirms that it's a Sableye deck of some description. Some people do end up using like sleeves, different coloured sleeves and stuff to try and distract the opponent, but yeah, I wouldn't imagine it wouldn't be anything other than Sableye. It's quite bad for him though. He's had to put the Darkness Energy to retreat the coughing, because you only really want to be discarding these with Roxy to do the spread damage. Oh, he's got another coughing. Wow. So a lot of Roxy decks only usually play the 4 Weezings, but he's going like full spread here. Oh my god, so we got the Galarian Weezing also from Rebel Clash. This is quite an interesting one. So when it's in the active position, all of the abilities are turned off. So if he leaves that in the active position, I can't use Coalossal special ability, which can be quite annoying, but thankfully we're going to hopefully be using Sandy to next turn. Should be powered up fully at least by the next turn if we whiff the rare candy. We played a few games earlier with a build that didn't use Jirachis, but we found it way too inconsistent. We had a little fun tournament with our friends. Shout out to Team Wingo, and yes, it was not great. So we've put Jirachis in here, but thankfully this hand's so strong that we didn't really need to even use Jirachi. So he's got Crow. I have no idea what kind of deck this is. There's a Krogan here as well, so not even I don't even know off the top of my head what the Toxicroak I think does more poison damage. Oh, it's in the discard. Okay, 2 more poison between turns, and then Galarian Weezing can also do poison damage. You're going to be doing 6 or 7. Yep, 6 poison damage if you get Toxicroak and Weezing down. He just used Ordinary Rod. That's quite weird. I was in the discard pile, and then he used the Ordinary Rod, and the cards flipped over. So for those that haven't seen, a few of the card game websites that sell the cards, they've just announced and confirmed the name for the August sets, which is called Darkness Ablaze. So I'm not really a fan of that name for many reasons. One, Darkness Ablaze, that probably might abbreviate to DAB, so like, you know, what the millennials do and stuff. And two, the third set is the third set for Sword and Shield, and it's called Darkness Ablaze. And does everyone remember what our third set from Sun and Moon was? That was called Burning Shadows. So it's just very lazy design. Just like, oh look, we got another Darkness and Fire set. Let's just make it a very slightly different name of Burning Shadows. There's going to be a few cool cards coming. There's a Gardevoir VMAX, very tanky. I'm looking forward to see how that gets on. Grimmsnarl VMAX isn't that good, but the Charizard VMAX also comes. I'm definitely going to be playing Charizard VMAX when it comes out. Okay, so it's quite annoying that we just found the Mewtwo, because we wanted to save that really. But what we can do is we can bench it just so it doesn't go in the discard. And then we can always pick it up later with Super Scoop Up. Okay, this isn't amazing. We got the candy, but we didn't get Pokecom, so we're not going to be getting Roly-Coly out this turn. But we are taking a knockout on this with the Anti-Prison, as long as it's not prized. Yep, the Anti is available to us. Seems good. Oh, thank you very much. 40, 60, yeah, that's correct. That is correct maths. Put the Jirachi down just in case. Unfortunately, no fighting in the discard, but we should be able to get an energy next turn. Yeah, Darkness Ablaze. There's also going to be an Eternatus VMAX, so that big legendary from Sword and Shield games. And that's going to be a dark Pokemon. No idea what that's going to do, but I imagine they're going to bring out a really cool new Darkness energy to go alongside it. So hopefully that will help stabilize decks and provide potentially more of a counter deck to Dragapult. Because at the moment, Dragapult is very, very like leading the way in terms of the new decks and potentially the old decks. So he's got the Galarian Weezing in the active, so I can't use any abilities. He can still use his abilities, which is quite nice. And he's building up this Spiritomb. There's all sorts going on here. There's spread, there's poison. It makes sense if you're using Weezings and Coughings. If you're using Coughings to play Roxy as your draw engine. You've got ordinary rods to shuffle them back in. We did not want to see another candy. But what we can do is we can save one of these candies by using our Oranguru to put it on top of the deck. We can't do that because he's got the neutralizing gas up. So that is a bit unfortunate, but we can still bench it. And we've still got 2 candies in the deck, hopefully. We just need to find energy to take a knockout. Yeah, we got the knockout at least. That was the main priority there. Wow, it was weak as well, so there's a lot of damage. Unfortunately, the second Coughing's up, so I'm not sure. We probably might be ability locked again next turn. We can survive the poison when it comes back to our turn, but this Sandaconda will be knocked out. I might have been a bit aggressive leaving the Mewtwo on the bench because now we don't have access to a scoop up and we can't pick it up, so we haven't got another Sandaconda ready to go. Okay, Marnie has absolutely wrecked us. That is a very bad Marnie for us. So this Weezing deck seems to have potential. It's only really doing... The poison's not that great, but the fact it's turning off abilities, it's going to stop a lot of things. It's going to stop Intrepid Sword, Jirachi, Stellar Wish, Mine Reports, Oranguru's Primate Wisdom, lots and lots of abilities. Malamar's abilities. The Denes. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that much HP. The damage output might not be high enough to make up for even with the ability lock. We'll have to see. Thankfully, we've got Jirachis in the deck now. So, with fingers crossed we can get a draw supporter. Marnie would be quite nice to shuffle these guys back in. Okay. Thankfully, we only just need 1 fighting energy to attack with Sandaconda. Oh, thank God for that. Although we've got no switch, got no energy. But we can't even use it to manually retreat because it's asleep now. But we have got the Coalossal up, which is huge, so we can power up for next turn. Maybe Oranguru might draw us into a switch or something. That would be nice. Sandaconda is knocking it out, yes. Okay, we do not need another Jirachi at the moment. So we can just use Tar Generator whilst we still can to get this boy ready. We might as well stick the band on it. So unfortunately he's got the second Weezing up. Wow, and he's got 2 Croagunks, so he is going to be doing 80 damage between turns with that poison. That is a lot of poison. More poison, as Survivor would say. This obviously, the Sandaconda does have a lot of good matchups. Obviously, it's fighting, so it beats the electric decks. I'm not sure about Zacian or Dragapult just yet. Theoretically, it should be alright against Dragapult just because of the high damage output. Coalossal doesn't have that, has a lot of HP, so it's not going to die easily to. It's not going to die easily to Dragapult spread, and none of these things are going to be spreaded very easily. It all depends if you can get that turn 2 Coalossal off. Zacian ADP, I think they might outspeed you most of the time. If they don't play Big Charm, this can actually hit 280 quite easily. Fortunately, he's taken a while to think about what he wants to do. I'm not sure why. Not sure what he's doing. He's thinking about maths potentially and numbers. If I was him, I'd probably attack with that just to stop me using Coalossal. I think it's still fine. Right, so all we can do is really just prime it with some, hope we get a draw supporter. We got another Sandaconda. We can start partially setting one up. Ninetales is not really good in this matchup. Attach the fighting. Fire goes there and fighting goes here, obviously. What we should have done is potentially attach both to the active. So we could have, if we got another energy, we could have just done back-to-back knockouts without the use of the ability. That probably would have made more sense. Yeah, or if we left the fighting in the another fighting in the discard, we could have self-attached to it. Don't think we're going to win this game, but I was not expecting this. I bet the ladder's full of all this kind of like new stuff. Maybe Glaring Weasel will be our next Mean Monday. We're going to try and do our Mean Monday streams from like roughly 7:30 onwards most Mondays, British time. It's a nice little 2 to 3 hour stream, nothing major. Dust Island's interesting as well. I think Phalanx might be our Mean Monday contender next week, I'm not sure. Eldegoss, so another new card from Rebel Clash. Very powerful, built-in versus Seeker effect. He got a supporter back, I presume that was the boss's orders. Yeah. He's just trying to slow me down a bit. I can't use my abilities, I'm in top deck mode now. If we have a boss's orders, that would be amazing. No. Nah, it was always going to be that because we put it on top of our deck. Unfortunately, that is what we should have done is we should have attached the fighting energy to that one. Yeah. That was a bit of a misplay actually. If we had attached the fighting energy to this one, we would have been doing 60 damage with the dojo. 56, yeah. Unfortunate. But he does not have another Wheezing setup. And I think, unless he has Hustle Belt, this Spiritomb is only going to be doing 60 damage next turn. If we can get boss's orders, we can KO this. Wow, big old Roxy for 6. If you play a lot of Pokemon, Roxy does make sense. Just being able to draw 6 on top. It also means that you don't have to worry about like hand sizes like you would with Erica's Hospitality, or how big their bench is. I love the artwork on this card as well. You've got like the industrial background in there. He's got his little smoke mustache and the big steam stacks. It's brilliant. We'll be seeing a lot of Spiritomb over the next 2 to 3 months, I imagine. Being able to take easy one-hit knockouts on Dragapults is always a bit of a plus. If Dragapult used Psychic Colourless, then it could run Weakness Guard Energy, but unfortunately it needs double Psychic, so there's not really an easy way for it to remove its weakness. Okay, so unless he can find Hustle Belt, there's no way that Spiritomb can actually knock this out. I am tempted to try and use Jirachi, switch, and then try and find a draw supporter. We can take a knockout, but we can't use our ability. Oh, we can't because we can't use Jirachi because of the neutralizing gas. So I will just in case he stamps me, put that there, and we are going to. Oh, can we actually self-accelerate with Sand Breath? I think we can. 50, 60, 50, 90. Weak to fighting, yeah, sweet. Don't even have to use the first attack. Of course, there's no fighting energies in the discard anyway. It's been a long night. So, does he have the return KO? That's the question. So that's doing 150. Ah, yeah, it was most likely he would have had the boss's orders in that hand. So yeah, that deck was quite tough for us because the Galarian Weezing turned off our abilities, but you can see the potential of Sandaconda. We were able to get the Coalossal powered up super quickly, and you can just keep doing 220 over and over again. I'm very excited to tinker around a bit more of this, and I think this is a really good starting sort of place for the deck. A lot of the lists have also been running Skylar to find rare candy, but I'd rather just thicken out my Jirachi and my consistency with scoop up some Mewtwo's, because I've got 4 candy, so there's a good chance I can draw into them quite easily. But Skylar is definitely a good way to go about it. I might want a 4th Sandaconda or a 4/4 line of Roly-Colies and Coalossals, but I'm not quite sure just yet. So yeah, that's Sandaconda V, guys. Please leave a comment below. What do you think of the deck? Do you prefer it with Skylar? Have you tried any other spicy versions? Or any other interesting ways to play this deck? I would love to know. Is it just a meme, or can it be a good dream? You let me know. I want to hear from you. Please let me know. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to also hit that subscribe button, click the bell, and I will see you guys very soon. Gotta catch them all. Thank you very much for watching this video. Remember, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away this stunning Blastoise and Piplup GX Rainbow Rare card. So yes, one of you can be winning this card. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and once we hit 1K, we'll be giving this beautiful card away. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Gotta catch them all.